I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So one of the big questions going into next season is can the Minnesota Vikings win the Super Bowl? Are they a Super Bowl contender? Are they a Super Bowl caliber team? You ask me, I say, hell to the yeah. No doubt, no cap. They are definitely a Super Bowl caliber team, but certain things must line up. Excuse me. It's a lot of factors that play a role to whether or not they will play up to their potential next season, huh? A few factors. I'm gonna get into them, but first, number one, what nobody talking about is JJ McCarthy. Oh yeah, it's JJ McCarthy, baby. You hear me? Hmm? What has been the talk of the town? Who has been the talk of the town? JJ McCarthy. Is he the starter? Is it his job to lose? Or the Aaron Rodgers rumors, Tannehill rumors. Vikings gonna do this, Vikings gonna do that. Oh, they might draft Will Howard in the draft. They might draft a quarterback. You understand me? You dig me? You get my drift? All these rumors, but now McCarthy finally gets to prove a point. We're gonna see. We're gonna see first and foremost who McCarthy is. Now he said he's ready. Said he's ready and prepared like never before. Said he's 110%. Not my words, his correct. Said he's prepared. And if you see him, you see his last interview when he was at the podium. Looked good, looked in shape, looked like he gained his weight back, gained some weight back, maybe even more, but looked solid, huh? Looked solid. You hear me, dog? On the field practicing, throwing the ball around. Like I say, he's ahead of the curve with the mental factor. Got to sit back for a whole year, relax, enjoy the game from afar. Right? Watch Sam Darnold through the good, bad, and ugly, but watch Sam Darnold recognize the experiences that can happen at the NFL level any given Sunday, baby. Any given Sunday, huh? Heavy, bro. You hear me? And I guarantee he learned how to, okay, boom, this happens. All right, bet, dog. We're going to deal with it this way, huh? This happens. We're going to go here with it, huh? Round yonder, but he won't fold. He won't fold. That's the biggest thing. Just don't fold, dog. Period. Never quit, win, lose, or draw. Don't lose games, period. Mentally, I'm not worried about it at all. Now we're going to see how the physical translates to the field, though. But mentally, definitely ready. I believe he's definitely prepared. You see his demeanor, feel his energy, etc., etc. He's excited. He said, pressure, I'm ready for the pressure. The more pressure, the better, huh? That's what it's about round yonder. That's his mental. That's his mental, baby. You hear me, dog? But that's the big thing. That's the major question. And the Vikings have him ready, you know? It's period, dog. Does JJ McCarthy understand that, he shouldn't have to put his team on his back all the time, but he may have to. Might be some tough games here or there, tough situations. We would love for the Vikings to take the Michigan route, go through the season pounding, dominating, etc., dominating teams, giving an easy road for their quarterback. They're talented, super talented, but still an easier road for them. They dominated in the trenches. We would love to see the Vikings do that. JJ McCarthy have no worries, not have to even worry about putting the team on his back, correct? It's at such a young age, most may say, period, dog. But we know realistically, that's not real in the NFL. It doesn't go down like that. That's not how it transpires, correct? It's going to be adversity. Huh? Tough times, some conundrums, obstacles, roadblocks he has to get over in game. And not even KOC, I repeat, not even KOC can save him in those waters. Now, he can guide and direct him, but at the end of the day, JJ McCarthy will have to prove he is who he says he is, and he is who we think he is, correct? Bottom line, win, lose, or draw. So we're going to see very clearly, who McCarthy is, baby. It's going to come a certain point in time where he has to put the team on his shoulders and rock and roll with it. Act like he's been there before, and he has. We saw their playoff run, period. But it's on McCarthy, dog. Can he improve on accuracy, right? Can he work on his techniques, his flaws, turn his weaknesses to strengths and increase his strengths, correct? That's the bottom line. That's the big question for JJ McCarthy, bro. Can he really read the field, understand the NFL defenses, how chaotic they can be, huh? But good thing for him, he'll be going up against the Brian Flores defense, one of the best, maybe the best in the NFL when it's all said and done after next season. You dig me, you get my drift. Believe that. We even seen the defense. Kirk Cousins benefit from the Flores defense off-season training, chaotic blitzes, packages that you never seen before. This all benefits the quarterback, benefits McCarthy. Like how I always say, coaching is the most important part of a team, like it or not. You can have all the talent in the world. If no one can coach that talent, develop that talent, right? Put that talent in the best position to win. You hear me? It doesn't matter about that talent, dog. Period. Doesn't matter. Heavy. But McCarthy, it's on you, big dog. Yeah, period. Is he the man? Is he the one? I think he is. I believe he is. And he's going to play a major role. Like I said earlier, he ain't got to win every game, put the team on his back every game. No, that's not fair to him. He shouldn't have to. No quarterback should have to, but we know sometimes that's how it goes. Heavy, homie. You hear me, dog? Period. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he going to have to step up, bro. He going to have to step up, bro. We're going to see what he made up. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Yeah. So, like I say, he plays a major role, a major key. How great does he want to be? How great is he? Then I move on to KOC. Got to move on to KOC, Super Bowl caliber. Hold on, matter of fact, side note with McCarthy, he don't got to just win games by himself. And with KOC being the head coach and the offensive firepower they have, he shouldn't have to put the team on his back too many times, bro. Shouldn't be his main job, his main focus. And I'm sure he believes in his roster, trusts in his roster, right? But if KOC is the coach we think he is, and the receivers, Addison, Felton, the new guy who got drafted, I think he will beat out Naylor once again. I think he will beat Naylor out. Addison, Jefferson, the tight ends, Hawkinson, the rookie, the Olivers, If they're the weapons we think they are, why should they be in certain situations all the time where McCarthy got to bail them out? Nah, boy, nah. I don't expect that. But big game moments, bright lights, maybe a playoff win, playoff game here or there. Oh, McCarthy will have to make a big play at some point, period. Maybe multiple big plays at some point in time next year, next season, That's where we're going to see. Is he ready? Is he really about that? Is he really the one? Believe that. The time will come, and I believe he will be prepared. Like I said, number 2, KOC. Biggest thing for him, can he put JJ not only McCarthy, but his team as a whole in a position to win, to reach their maximum potential? He's been getting there, got the extension, but he still has a point to prove. He still has more to do, correct? That's the big question for me in KOC. Can he finally coach a full 4 quarters of football, what we haven't seen yet, correct? Fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about it, if you agree or disagree. But me, honestly, sitting here saying this, KOC has yet to coach a full 4 quarters of football. That's just the bottom line. That's just what it is. The way the cookie's crumbling, Now we know he's great. 2 great regular seasons. Boom, we give him that, Quarterback whisperer. Turned Kirk into a beast animal, but Kirk was who he was. Turned Sam Darnold into a beast animal, but Sam Darnold was who he was, Turned, JJ McCarthy, mentally, physically, all around. Spiritually, heavy energy, beast animal, but KOC will enhance that, make him a more fierce animal, direct animal, technique freak type animal, more of an assassin as an animal, dog, more experienced animal. You hear me, dog? You dig me? You get my drift? But it's in McCarthy, a true dog. But KOC, we know what he can do. Now, this is his toughest task thus far. Now, some say Kirk was, but this is really, I ain't gonna say the toughest task, but the most important task at hand, homie, period. Oh yeah, on the KOC journey, baby. This is right now his most important task ever during any time of his NFL journey, homie. Rookie quarterback. Got who he wanted. This is his guy. Allegedly, his man. He think he's the man. He's the man. That's your man. There around yonder, KOC, period. Traded up for him. So can he develop him? Make him understand the game? Help him to understand the game? really understand how to look at defenses? And then can JJ McCarthy, like I said earlier, take the torch and run off with it and lead them to the promised land? But they believe he can. But it starts with KOC, play calling, coaching, having his team prepared, no mental breakdowns randomly, being a consistent team ready to play football week in, week out, huh? We've seen so many weeks last year, inconsistent offense, defense carrying offense can't do jack squat. Sometimes against, teams they should be superior to, struggling, barely winning games. We know the cliche saying, oh, any game is a great win in the NFL. But as we all know, every level, Pop Warner, middle school, high school, college, it's some teams are trash. Heavy period, dog. It's teams who are not good at all on every level. And at the NFL level, it's teams who are not good at all. Period. Who you shouldn't lose to. The game shouldn't be close. Yeah, everybody's good, but some organizations just have nothing going, or that's just the energy they have, or the type of, that's all that coaching staff can get out of those players, huh? Those players can't develop there, whether it be due to in their scheme, a player's lack of mental focus, mental fortitude, huh? He's just a buzz. He just doesn't want it, dog. Period, dog. No cap, huh? He just doesn't want to play. He's not really in it like the team thought he was. A lot of different factors can go into it, baby. But player development, no matter the case, no matter the room, that's what it comes down to, dog. Coach-player relationships. It's not just a cliche, And we see the direction the Vikings are headed in. I love it. I've been saying it. I love the future they going in, dog. I love the moment as well. I'm here for the moment, but I love the future of this team, the way the roster looks, what they are building, even with the drafts, with the so little draft picks. I feel like they all will hit and contribute some way early and often. And I think majority will contribute at a high level. Huh? Get a lot of playing time, be in the rotation a lot, homie, plus the draft the previous year. I'm very excited for this team, homie. Shout out Quasi and O'Connell. Period. Get to that later. But can KOC direct JJ McCarthy on his journey, baby? Huh? Heavy. Is he really his protege? The most skills, talent, natural talent he's ever had in any quarterback he has coached. Now, we know that Matthew Stafford's different animal, different level, but JJ McCarthy could potentially be better than Stafford when it's all said and done, correct? Heavy, bro. You dig me? You get my drift? So that's all I'm saying around yonder, dog. Can KOC finally get right? Period. Get everybody into the mix. Getting Jordan Addison into the mix quick. Ty Felton, the tight ends. Can he revamp his scheme? Insert new plays, dog. Adjust on the fly. He hasn't beat the greats yet. He hasn't beat none of the greats yet. It started last season. He beat the Shanahan. Boom, cool. We give him that, bro. Had some great wins. He finally got over the LaFleur hump, but the LaFleur hump win. You got to get over the LaFleur hump in the playoffs. But I give it to him. Clean.